What's up, mi gente? Makaveli here, and in today's video, I'll be showing you a grinding method on how to make a lot of money in a short period of time, but having fun while doing so. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, first things first, let's take advantage of this double money and triple money event week and resupply this business. Let that produce in the background while we run this solo grind. It'll make sense later on in the video. Now let's sign in as a CEO and let's source a vehicle. I'm sourcing from my terabyte because we are going to use the terabyte pretty soon for other things. Of course, depending on the type of car you source is how much your profit will be bringing in. So hopefully you source a top range level vehicle. As soon as we get the sourced vehicle, let's immediately sell it. There is a small cooldown period in between sales, so while the cooldown timer is ticking, we can do other things to make money. Now let's go back to the terabyte. And out of all the missions we can access from it, robbery in progress is definitely one of my favorite fillers. Fillers for me are small missions that pay out decently and can be done quickly, such as the headhunter, the sightseer, hostile takeover, the diamond shopping, etc, etc. Anyhow, get to the bank, eliminate any and all threats, collect the goods, make the delivery, and that's another 30k right there. Since your drop-off typically is in the city, head back south of the map and run a quick headhunter, and that can add you another 20k. Remember, fillers can help you make money in between. So now looking at the auto shop here, take a second to mod those vehicles and let your staff deliver it, even if it doesn't even bring all the money in. Of course, the union depository contract is what we're aiming for. It pays the most, and once you do the setup missions once or twice, it really gets easy. It's lots of fun completing the setups, tons of shooting, driving stolen vehicles, stealing a police helicopter for recon. In short, a typical GTA day. The setup missions took me roughly around 15 minutes to complete, and the finale is pretty fun. It's kind of a mini heist for solo players. So a few quick tips to keep in mind. Invest in a fast car like the Calico, the Dominator, or the Comet, and add some bulletproof tires to it. It will help your escape. And most importantly, armor. Make sure you have plenty of armor and snacks for survival. There will be many waves of police to go through once they find out you wiped out the depository. So knocking out this mini heist nets another 300k. So let's get tropical. The Gallo Perico. Of course, this solo money-making machine can definitely add another chunk of change in your pocket, and pretty quickly. The setups can take between 25 to 50 minutes depending on how fast you can do them, and the heist itself is pretty satisfying. Running the Gallo Perico back to back is one of the greatest ways to rack up millions and millions per day, solo or with friends. But in this method, we're only going to do it once. Remember, this started off as a 2-hour challenge. But on a day that you're free and you're just hanging around, back-to-back Cayos isn't such a bad thing. Scoping out the place, completing the setups, robbing an island of its treasures, and walking away with millions, why not? Getting used to the surroundings is quite easy, and it's one of those things that if you run it 3 times, you'll get how most of the mechanics work for this particular heist. If you're up for it, try completing the Elite Challenge as well. Make sure you don't fail any of the hacks, obviously don't get caught by any of the guards, and fill up your loot bag to the brim before you flee the island. In my Cayo run, I came back with about 1.3 mil, and that was by getting the bonds. So imagine the damage you can do by getting the necklace, or the pink diamond, or even the panther statue whenever that's available. Getting the Elite Challenge completed gave me an extra 100k, so that was quite generous of Mr. Rubio. And that's another little bit of change to add to our challenge. So now that we're done with the island, let's head back to the city. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of on that end. Finally, the business sale. Remember us leaving the business to produce supplies while we were running the grind method? Well, it was so that we could sell it now as a solo player. I ended up having to fly 2 planes and make 10 deliveries. But play it smart, go ghost if you need to, and make the sale. Of course, sell this in populated lobbies, for the bonus. Launching these missions in this order gave me roughly around 2.2 mil in about 2 hours of gameplay. We did this grind from scratch. No setup missions completed, no heists sitting on the sidelines, entirely solo dolo. So it's possible to have fun and make money in 2 hours. I hope this method helps, and drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this grind, and I hope to see you in the next video.